2009's Grand Slam Tennis took Nintendo's home console to all new heights with unprecedented racket control courtesy of Wii Motion Plus. Now the franchise makes its high-def debut on the PS3 and Xbox with Grand Slam Tennis 2. But can this player get by on star quality alone?
Looking forward to sitting next to you, Mac, and expecting some thrills and spills. Here we are at Wimbledon, on the magnificent centre court.
Featuring all 4 Grand Slam venues, including the famed Wimbledon, and a recognizable roster of iconic tennis stars like cover athlete John McEnroe and Martina Navratilova, Grand Slam Tennis 2 certainly stands apart from the crowd in terms of authenticity. Once you get beyond the bullet points on the box, though, uninspired choices turn a potential smash into a basic baseline return. The entertaining ESPN Grand Slam Classics mode does a great job of letting you relive or rewrite history, while online play ensures some entertaining virtual volleys, but the mundane manifests in the game's career mode. It's here that you'll kick off a 10-year journey to become the next Grand Slam champ, which will happen a lot sooner than you think due to the mode's lax difficulty. You start out at the bottom of the ranks with low attributes in power, speed, and net play, but quickly develop these stats and dominate the early portions of the game. You'll be hard-pressed to lose a single point, much less a match, assuming you can hit the A button and aim away from your inept opponents. Thankfully, matches get a bit more demanding as you progress. In-depth stat tracking ensures you're in the know about every point, while season timelines, career history, and character growth charts paint an ongoing picture of your progress. But aside from outfitting your athlete in the tennis store, career mode doesn't go far enough in making you feel attached to your created player. Flashes of inspiration in the form of rivalry matches help to add at least a little charm to your playtime, but overall it's a slow, easy grind to Grand Slam greatness that takes more mental toughness and stamina than anything else.
I used her height on that one. What a nice.
In addition to support for local multiplayer, you can also test your skills against your friends or players from around the world by heading into the game's online mode. Grand Slam Tennis 2 doesn't require an online pass, so anyone can get online. You can take your favorite player or custom character and go head-to-head in singles or doubles matches, compete for top honors in any one of the established tournaments, or create your own if you're feeling bold. The only downside is that the online community is presently pretty small. Still, the play was smooth, with little in the way of latency or other performance sputters. While there is the inclusion of move support on the PS3, it's worth noting that the game lacks Kinect support on the Xbox 360, which may come as a surprise to some, considering the original title's free-swinging foundation on the Wii. Of course, this largely means you'll be playing Grand Slam Tennis 2 with a controller in your hands, and it's here that you'll experience more smashes than faults.
Oh, that's just a gimme. Lovely smash. The old windscreen wiper drill used to perfection there.
Like most EA Sports games these days, Grand Slam Tennis 2 uses the right analog stick to deliver an alternate control scheme designed for precision. Dubbed Total Racket Control, the scheme assigns flat, topspin, and slice shots to specific movements of the right analog stick, with trigger modifiers in place for lobs and drop shots. While it's certainly realistic, this control scheme is far from flawless.
Here are a couple of lessons that should help you get better quickly.
The learning curve is steep, and while you can ultimately gain huge amounts of satisfaction from accurately placing a shot with pinpoint control, the system sometimes confuses one shot type for another, or simply doesn't allow you to execute the desired shot in certain gameplay scenarios, especially during net play. Options to mirror the right analog stick in the far court or during slice shots mean you can customize the control to your liking, but it doesn't change the fact that you'll have at least a few infuriating moments in the tennis school trying to learn the ropes with the cynical John McEnroe, only adding to the frustration.
Hey, stop wasting my time here.
Like the real-life game, the most rewarding moments come from working your opponent out of position and accurately placing decisive shots at the proper angle. This is where Grand Slam Tennis 2's gameplay is at its best, in allowing you to build up to the moments that require quality timing and execution, and then delivering a distinct sense of accomplishment when you manage to pull them off. The need to truly understand your opponent's strengths and weaknesses never really comes into play, though, which seems like a missed opportunity considering the one-on-one nature of the sport. Unique serving mechanics work well, and once in play, shot execution is precise, but on the downside, characters feel rather heavy overall, with some jerky starts and stops causing issues when attempting to reach a specific spot on the court. The included athletes are well represented on the gameplay front, but obvious factors like endurance don't seem to matter too much, as players of all varieties maintain shot accuracy, shot power, and movement speed, without showing any noticeable signs of fatigue toward the latter portions of the match.
Oh, we stumped that forehand across court for a winner.
The different surfaces add variety to the play, but there's no emphasis on the extraneous factors that would impact a match, such as the notorious heat of the Australian Open or the pressure of playing at Wimbledon, which would have added some much-needed diversity to the overall experience.
trying to serve. That often happens in tennis. You lose your serve, but you refocus and bring the intensity up and try to get that break right back.
Love it or hate it, the original Grand Slam tennis on the Wii had a rather distinct look. Here, the art style falls somewhere in between serious and something straight out of The Sims. While the player models are solid and feature accurate animations, jerky starts and stops, along with a persistent sense of stiffness, detract from the overall sense of realism. The famous faces and legendary stadiums are well designed, though the crowds and on-court assistants don't particularly stand out one way or the other. The context-sensitive commentary by Pat Cash and John McEnroe has a casual, often comedic tone that starts off strong but quickly grows monotonous to the point of frustration.
John McEnroe here alongside Pat Cash, a couple final words. Boy, wouldn't it be great to play with crowds like that?
Thankfully, the soundtrack comes to the rescue, infusing energy while crowd and match sound effects amplify the authenticity of the experience.
Oh, what a forehand winner, right across court.
The overall presentation package with ESPN integration also succeeds at tricking onlookers into thinking they're watching a real-life match, despite some one-note camera angles.
Oh, that's a winner. In trouble, but she's still trying. Pressure? What pressure? A winner on match point.
Like a surging tennis sensation, Grand Slam Tennis 2 gets the majority of the fundamentals right. It delivers a solid gameplay experience, providing the most authentic representation of the sport to date. But while it's sure to please those that truly love the game of tennis, unlike its cover athlete, Grand Slam Tennis 2 lacks the charisma to provide an enduring effort, and mostly leaves us anxious to see what EA can serve up next.
Start you thinking, hey, maybe I can pull this off in a bigger event.